Imagine you wake up one day not knowing who you are or where you came from. Actually, you don't even know how you got to where you were in that moment. You just wake up and all of a sudden you're in this strange place. All you know is that there's something wrong. And as you look around, life is pretty miserable. So you try to remember something. You try to remember anything about your identity. But as soon as reality smacks you in the face, you see that it's now cold and you're hungry and somehow you have to survive. But life on the street is hard. In fact, life on the street is horrible. It's dirty and desperate and dangerous. But as awful as it is, there's something familiar about that life. In a strange way, it almost feels comfortable. That doesn't necessarily make you feel better about the situation, but this life is more like a habit than it is happiness. You seem to know it, you're familiar with it, but you don't necessarily like it. Life has become all about just trying to survive. You're trying to scrounge for food, for clothes, for any source of comfort. Then one day, as you're scrounging around, you see a newspaper in the trash. And something takes you by surprise. Right there on the front cover is a picture of you. In fact, there's several pictures of you. There's a picture of you playing at the beach with a family. There's a picture of you at some kind of party. There's another picture of you warmly sandwiched on a couch with an older man and a woman. And as you read the story, you learn about how this person who looks exactly like you had just disappeared one day. For weeks, this family, a mother and a father, brothers, sisters, even grandparents and aunts and uncles and cousins, they've all been feverishly searching for this lost person. And then you read some of the quotes, some of the things they have to say about this lost family member. They talk about how much they miss him, about how much they love him. And you're staring at these photos. And you soon realize this person was you. In those pictures, you look so happy. You look safe and loved. You look like you belong. But what are you going to do about it? Because the choice is yours. Because either you can choose to continue living in this world, which is dark and cold and miserable and filled with despair, but it's familiar, or you can choose a different life in the presence of God and in the presence of God's family. The choice is yours.